So what actually happened? What did I miss out on? What's going down today? Yeah, what I think would be good is if Street Team or whatever got in beef, it was only Street Team that was in the beef. Like I think we need to go over like what rules we want with that sort of shit, because the entire idea of the gang system was to prevent you know, everybody Relation RP is cringe. Why don't they just shoot each other and talk about Uber Eats? The irony of this is he lives in America, and we have stricter gun laws in our server than America has. That's pretty crazy, dude. MMO also based on if I could make any changes to Nopixel right now, it would be banning gang wars and creating an environment where PvP rarely escalates to shooting. Encouraging people to engage in dialogue over playing the server like it's an urban survival MMO would do wonders for everyone, in my honest opinion. What? Dude, how can I'd understand if somebody like that wasn't a block said this shit. But the blocks of all people are literally like the worst of what he's talking about, in all honesty. Conflict is a big part of, and dude, yeah, I don't know. I don't think what we've added for the gangs is MMO oriented at all. It still completely comes down to the vibe or the what people want in the server and what they actually do with it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can have zero mechanics in a server. Roleplay is what you make of it. You know what I mean? If people use the mechanics how they want, that's their lack of roleplay, not the mechanics lack of roleplay. Because the person is the one that roleplays. But it's funny to hear that from a block, to be honest. I mean, even when I'm on Ray, I feel bad after the day and I can't play him the next day. Because all we do is just like fucking crime 24/7 that is fucking mindless. I know it's a meme on like people that actually do it in the server, but we do it 10 times worse than that. And to have been brought up on that as like your main character, it's just sort of weird, champ, to imply that other people are worse when you've done worse. You know what I mean?
Why? I'm not here to fight. I didn't even have a gun on me. I'm like, I'm not. I wasn't mentally ready for it.
Listen. I'm not ignorant to myself. If you understand what I'm saying, like I understand when I'm right and wrong. I hold myself accountable. It may not seem like it, but I fucking do. And I know what I did back there wasn't fucking right. You know what I mean? It was just bad fucking timing. I was at peak fucking. I was at the peak of the fucking mountain.
Yeah, you were
heated.
You
pulled up because I just had a talk with fucking Marty, and they barely got off the fucking hook. It literally started the same way. I went up to them talking fucking shit, but they pretty much told me to lines and shit like that. So it just went different. And then when I saw you, it was different because for them, I really don't have a fucking relationship with GG, but for you, it's different because I got.
Yeah, I rate Twitter on a similar. So, majority of the upvotes on Twitter is sort of like in Reddit in a way. The big things where it's easy to farm karma or likes and interactions is purely against the it's like the rebel type take or the cancel type take. That's you remember that time when Dr. Choi said Nopixel was sexist and they, ignore women to get priority, and men get priority over women, not based on role play and shit like that. Then we went to then I literally, the first thing I did, chat, after I saw how many likes it got and how like fucking stupid it was, the first thing I did was went to the statistics. I downloaded the database, or got the data, pulled the database information, and it was a higher percent by like, I don't know, it was almost double the chance of a female to get priority in the server over a male. That's what the statistics were. The thing is, like, just because you roleplay as an EMS for 10 years doesn't mean you deserve priority. And it's the same for cops. Like, some cops haven't got prior either, because role-playing yourself or someone boring as fuck, just because you've helped out doesn't mean you deserve anything. Oh, someone got prior, dude. Crazy, man.
But it's like if you can't get used to like how roleplay is in the South Side and like gangs being aggressive, bro, like just don't do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like just don't get involved in that. Like if that's something like if my character calling you a bitch and like, violating you in character like affects you personally, bro, like you shouldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be in that style of roleplay, bro. Like,
yeah.
like I don't understand why everybody expects like
That was one thing with Otto as well. Like, sometimes I felt awkward. Like, I'd call, a woman a bitch or some shit like that, or a guy a fucking, I don't know, just whatever the fuck you call them. And there'd be like an awkward silence sometimes for a second. You just think to yourself, like, it's my character saying it's my character saying this. It's my character, okay? I don't actually know you or give a shit about you. I'm interested to see how it goes though. Like, I feel like right now there's more mechanics in the server to give good roleplay possibilities, especially for gangs, than there has ever been. And I'm not sure, like, also the whole the irony of people saying, like, because I've read some takes on Twitter as well, and Reddit, and the whole MMO-ification, like these guys are saying, whatever the fuck that means. I feel like nothing has really changed on NoPixel in terms of the mechanics. They've just been filtered and prioritized to certain areas. So, people saying these rings are MMO like, right? These are buffs that have been in the server forever. You know what I mean? Like, the thing that made Rooster's Rest pop at the start of 3.0 was food buffs. You had to go there to get and make money, right? Those buffs are a detailed and needed system to create foot traffic. The development isn't the issue. It's fair to say the adminning and management is the issue, or the mentality of the people in the server is the issue. But anybody who implies the development side of things is the issue really doesn't understand, like, the core of roleplay and what people can do there. At the end of the day, like, the reality is, for 99% of the people in the server, almost all of them, even me at this point, like, we do what is given to us and we cut the corners. That's why when playing with like Rami or Kay or France, you even though we're fucking full-blown potato, it's the reason I will talk shit with them is because they're the few that are still role-playing some sort of character, I think, and will go to weird lengths to do weird things that most people in the server wouldn't do. But like I just think, like, who like, dude, like the fact the blocks would imply that the role play's bad is like strange to me, because I think the entire idea behind these characters was to meme at how shit gangs were in the server and do it worse than them. You know what I mean? And you can't say, hey, because I role played worse than you and made fun of what you were doing, I understand the RP better. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's weird. Rami calls himself cringe. I mean, Rami goes on fucking normal mode here and there though, but there's still an ounce of RP in what he does. You know what I mean? There's still some of it there. I know we all get in cruise control and fucking just fucking, you know, we don't think much about the RP, but it's like, dude, it's been a year and 4 fucking months almost. Okay, it just gets tiresome. It just gets tiresome when the server doesn't have something to strive for, and I'm generally like genuinely confused that people still think you know, I don't know why I don't know why you'd ever think the devs are the issue ever. Everybody in the server will always do whatever is min max to get their goals. You know what I mean? And unless you're at the top of a chain like Buddha or like Mr. K, sorry, or Otto, it's not very easy to slow down and let roleplay happen. It really isn't, because you join the server and it's like, if I need to make connections, I need to like grind shit out. But to imply that that isn't roleplay or a core aspect of like interaction, you know, that's needed, I think is wrong. You can have as many mechanics as possible, but if people don't bring the creativity and pure RP, it means nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody who wants to roleplay in the server can only blame themselves for the roleplay that's, you know, around them. Because you can find anybody in the server and just chill with them. If your roleplay intertwines, obviously. And you can still get like entertainment out of it, I think. Thinking anyone in CG but K or maybe Rami 30% of the time is role-playing is delusional. Well, I mean, that's why I said Rami and K were more of the role-play oriented characters. Would you consider SBS role-play? Yes, I do. So role-play, you gotta consider this. I've said this a million times. Role-play, even serious role-play, doesn't require realism. Okay? If you're a South Park episode, you're still role playing. You know what I mean? Like you're still a role play character. It doesn't matter, and you can, and it's still, in my opinion, serious and good role play as long as your character stays within its own lore. I think it's still good role play. That's how I see it. I mean, it's literally what it is, right? You're being a character that isn't you. The guild is a great example. They as a group are way better than CG at role playing. But in saying that, like, you don't have I still feel like to say that CG all has to role play at, like, you know, the best level ever to be able to have fun in the server, I think is just weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know any group that doesn't have, like, you know, somewhat self-inserts mixed in with roleplay. You know what I mean? And I think it still works pretty well. The guild are all pro gamers? You what, mate? Then we have Vigas. Yeah, I mean, that's the truth is, like, me and him roleplay in a way that is just fucking goofing around as soon as we meet each other and shit. But you it's still like a character, right? It's not us being us in the server. Even when we're full blown fucking potato, we're still just fucking like, you know, joking around as a goofy character. So content is greater than RP. Sorry, yeah, but good RP can be content though. You I think you totally miss the point when that happens. Like I feel like you can be a character at all times and still be focused on content on the server. Like I said, you don't have to have realistic RP to be Yo, with V Rising chat, what's a good player count? Good RP is content. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like everybody has their own style of roleplay, and I think it's just fucking dumb to look at one and say you're fucking stupid. My roleplay is better. You know what I mean? And there's definitely people in the in these communities that have that opinion on people. But like I said, the reality is, if you're any sort of character, whether it's realistic or completely SBS, you're still role playing. If you don't like it, just don't fucking deal with it, dude. Might server at 80 is struggling. Did he like make that himself though, or is it like a bought server? Because I was thinking of putting one up for you guys, or slash Nopixel. I'm playing it for a little bit, just to goof around. RP critics are annoying. I don't think they're RP critics. They're people critics, though. There's a lot of people's opinions on what is good and isn't good on here or Reddit or YouTube is based on the person they like or dislike. So if they watch XQC, they dislike CG. If they watch CG, they dislike XQC or CB. You know what I mean? That's what sways their opinion, not logic. And you guys will do the same.
One, Rami, numero Padre, Figlio, Spirito Santo, Rami.
Come over here, you little fucking pussy boy. Walking like a bloody tampon. Get the fuck over here.
The fuck did I do to you, man?
Fuck you. Talk.
Talk about what?
This
And
bitch
fuck
ass
you,
alliance.
man. Don't fucking talk to me like that, bro.
Fuck
I
you,
did
said bitch.
nothing to
Calm
you.
down, calm down.
You're
Let's
on
do
your
that
fucking
same-
knees, bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh, little baby bitch on the floor. You gonna call your lines, big boy?
Kay doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, this is a fucking funny take. The thing is, like, one day people will cry about Southside being too pussy, then it's too conflictive, then it's like fucking, I don't know. It's never right, to be honest. It's literally never right.